Stop for a moment. Not because the choice is difficult, but because the next few seconds are honest, in a way logic never is. Do not rush. Do not analyze. Do not try to understand what you are about to feel, because what you will choose is not based on taste, not based on what you think looks good, not based on what you believe fits your personality. It will come from somewhere quieter, somewhere deeper, a place inside you that rarely speaks, but always reacts. In front of you are 4 necklaces, nothing more. But each one is not decoration. Each one is a silent symbol, designed to touch a hidden layer of your psyche. Carl Jung explained something important about this. When we feel an instant attraction to a symbol, it is not random. It comes from the unconscious mind, from emotional memories, fears, desires, identities that exist beyond logic. That is why this test needs no thinking, no comparison, no explanation. Just look. Notice the very first feeling that appears. Which necklace pulled your attention first? Which one did your eyes return to without knowing why? Keep your choice inside you. Do not justify it. Do not explain it, because everything that follows depends on that first reaction. The reaction that never lies. Take a slow breath. Look again. Choose one necklace, and only one. If you chose the moon necklace, you are not drawn to appearance. You are drawn to meaning. The moon in analytical psychology is not just romantic symbolism. It represents the inner world, emotional tides, intuition, the quiet feminine energy that lives beneath the surface. Your choice reveals a personality that feels before it thinks. You notice things others miss. Tone changes, silences, subtle emotional shifts in people's faces. You read between lines without trying. Your presence is calm, but powerful. You don't demand attention, yet people remember you. But this sensitivity has a cost. You carry emotions that are not yours. You absorb pain without realizing it. You forgive too much because you understand too deeply. In relationships, you don't want excitement. You want connection. Someone who understands your silence, not just your words. Sometimes you feel misunderstood. People see your quietness as weakness, your empathy as fragility. But they are wrong. You are strong, just not loudly. The moon disappears sometimes to protect its light, and you too need distance sometimes to protect your heart. Your strength is emotional gravity, invisible, but powerful enough to move oceans. If you chose the lock necklace, you are not drawn to beauty. You are drawn to safety. Your heart is not open to everyone. Your emotions are not public property. Your choice suggests experience, lessons learned the hard way. In Jungian symbolism, protective objects represent an ego that learned boundaries after emotional wounds. You are sensitive, but wise. You understand limits. You know when to step back. You do not trust quickly. But when you do, it is real. Some people call you distant, mysterious, hard to reach. But the truth is simpler. You are waiting for someone who respects the door, instead of trying to break it. You don't need attention. You need respect. You don't fear loneliness. You fear betrayal. Your independence is not arrogance. It is self-protection built from memory. You know how much an open heart can bleed, so you learn to guard it. But behind your strength, there is an old fear of being hurt again. And that fear taught you discipline. You are strong, not because you are cold, but because you are aware. If you chose the gem necklace, you are drawn to depth, not shine. A gem forms slowly, under pressure, hidden in darkness. Your choice reveals a life shaped by inner experiences. You have faced things quietly, questions without answers, loss without explanation, loneliness without witnesses, and those experiences made you deeper. You cannot tolerate superficial relationships. Empty conversations exhaust you. Fake energy drains you. In Jung's theory, the gem symbolizes individuation, the journey toward becoming your true self after confronting your shadow. And that journey is yours. You love intensely. You suffer quietly. And when you walk away, you never return. Some people think you are complicated, but the truth is, you are honest in a dishonest world. You know your value even when nobody sees it. And sometimes that feels lonely. You wonder why you feel different, why shallow things don't satisfy you. Because your soul was shaped by pressure. And real gems are rare. If you chose the diamond necklace, you are not drawn to hiding. You are drawn to presence. A diamond is strength forged under unimaginable pressure. Your choice shows self-awareness, dignity, clarity. You know what you deserve, and you refuse less. You walk into a room, and something shifts, not because you try, but because your energy is certain. In psychological symbolism, bright, solid objects represent a self that knows itself and no longer apologizes for existing. In love, you refuse half-hearted feelings. You don't chase, you choose. Some people call you intimidating, too independent, too demanding. But the truth is simple. You respect yourself, and you survive things that were meant to break you. You were pressured, doubted, underestimated. But instead of shattering, you crystallized. You are strong. But that strength has a cost. Sometimes you feel alone, because few people can meet your depth without insecurity. Still, you would rather be alone than misunderstood, because you know your worth, a deeper truth. If this test touched something inside you, it is not magic. It is psychology. Symbols speak to parts of us words cannot reach. Carl Jung believed the unconscious mind communicates through images, archetypes, dreams, and sudden attraction. Your choice did not define you. It revealed a direction, a pattern, a truth waiting to be seen. Because every instinct you feel, every person you are drawn to, every fear you avoid, is connected to something deeper inside you. Understanding that is not weakness, it is self-knowledge, and self-knowledge is power. If you want to understand your patterns, your relationships, your emotional reactions, keep exploring psychology with us. Subscribe. Turn on notifications, not because we give easy answers, but because we help you see yourself clearly. And sometimes, that is the most powerful thing a person can do.